And
That made me rush back.
SexAngl, motherfuckers. Can we do that for the SexAngl?
SexAngl motherfuckers.
I don't
Okay.
know.
So
Something. We'll get D to figure something out. He's not here today. Obviously, it's just me, CJ, and
me. It's just you.
No, I said
you.
and.
It's us.
And Brandi. That's what I was getting at. I was gonna let you introduce yourself, but she didn't do it.
It's the B, the R, the A, the
Oh
N,
God!
the
Oh
D,
God!
the I. It's Brandi.
I'm done. I'm so done.
The B, the R, the
Oh
A, the
God.
N,
Anyway,
the D,
that melody, I have to do a disclaimer, I think, probably.
He let Diddy get away with way too much shit.
His ugly ass dances.
What we're not gonna do is shit on the Diddy bop like that, okay? Take that, take that.
That ugly ass dance he would do in the mirror tunnels.
I was kind of here for those stupid ass dances. Just because they were easy to do, especially
I guess that was fun to do.
If you were like a little too drunk or something.
That's true.
Always be like,
it'd be like, I'm Diddy. I'm Diddy. And I don't know what the fuck was up with Mace. I don't know.
Now, Mace was something different. When I go back and watch some of the videos, I'm like, we let you niggas get away with too much.
We did. Do you remember when he went and became a preacher or some shit?
Oh, yeah, and then came back. I was like, so you found God and then found your way back to the studio?
He did. That's what they do. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, welcome back to the SexAngl, you guys. Today we're talking about, I guess, the fine line between harassment and flirting, and what about like sexual innuendos that help you get to that place? Because people be doing all that. That tension before you go to have sex. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God. Yes, I know what you're talking about, because
I know you know what you're talking about, because I know you have a friend that's like that, and I can't wait. We're going to dig in.
No, because I forgot. Well, y'all are going to get the exclusive.
You ain't got to say his name or nothing. Do he listen?
I cannot put names and stuff out there.
Yeah, does he listen? Do you know?
I don't think so at all.
Okay. But, I was gonna say,
and I'm not even gonna put the whole situation out there.
No, not the whole situation. But I'm saying we can talk about it because you've been through. I mean, we've all been through that situation, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, long story short, there was somebody I was becoming intimate with, and I don't mean like anything physical happened,
right?
But it could have. But we were very intimate, right? So I'm thinking, well, shoot, as I'm telling the stories to CJ and getting advice to her and blah blah blah, and she's basically like, hey, he really likes you. You should probably just see. You should probably just take it there. Found out by accident, and this was purely by accident, even though it's not going to sound like it. His dick is huge. It's not going to sound like it.
Can you tell the audience how you found out? Because that part I think is a good story.
No, I'm not going to. Okay. I'm not going to share that story.
That shit was funny. If you want to know, you're going to have to ask Brandi yourself. And if
if you want to know, you have to ask me.
And if she's friends with you, she'll tell you.
Yeah, if I'm friends with you, I'll tell you. I know it sounds bad, but it was literally by accident.
It was an accident. I will vouch for that.
It was, yes, because I did tell CJ. I was like, completely by accident. And then I was like, what the fuck? So anyway.
I mean.
Long story short there. Turns out that him and someone else I know are messing around. And I wasn't expecting that because all of us kind of travel in the same circles or whatever. And then hearing that this is kind of what you do with everybody, that was the turn off for me.
Oh no, this is news to me, madam.
Oh yeah, now because you get that fresh shit, you get that hot. So all the stuff that I told you, CJ.
Yes.
About 60 to 70% of the same stuff other person told me, and I was like, okay, but you know what? Also what I told you too. I said, something is stopping me from going all the way there. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all listening, both sexes or whatever you identify as, when just listen to your intuition.
That's true though.
Follow your heart, your intuition. Listen to that shit, because I would feel so stupid thinking we were kind of starting something. And then just hearing you do this with all the bitches.
So he a fuck boy.
Listen, basically. And then, girl, guess who got a call maybe like a month later after finding this information?
Ooh.
Talking about, we really cool. And I'm not even going to give you all. I'm not going to give out the details recording, but I will
right.
you afterwards because I was listening. Like, okay, because we have not talked. I mean, like we just haven't talked
Since then.
So it was really weird because especially when I found out that information because me and that person had not seen or talked to each other in months because of everything with quarantine and blah blah. So it just was nothing, and I wasn't thinking about it because I had some other situationships going on.
Right.
So when this came back around and the girl told me everything, I was just kind of girl, my face. I needed some plaster because my face was cracked.
Wait, did the girl that was with him, like doing the same with him, tell you that?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Because I know her.
So she told you?
So she told me, but she did not know all the
about
stuff
y'all too.
Yeah, she had no clue about the stuff that I told you. This is funny for y'all listening.
I'm sorry.
For y'all listening, y'all probably like, what?
This tea.
So that's why she felt so comfortable telling me because I don't think she would have told me had she known all the stuff that I told you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have felt comfortable telling me that. So when you telling me all this stuff and you basically telling me,
okay, like, here's my question: did you tell her that y'all had a thing too?
Absolutely not.
So you kept it DL?
I literally only told you and one other person at the job.
Gotcha.
And then my bestie, and that's it.
So is she like really into him?
I believe so, but I think it's one of those things where it's probably because now you're like dickmatized. Because how I found out his shit was large and curved, if he really was rocking your shit like that, I can understand.
Man, that's crazy.
That's probably not going to pan out because I know also
gotta
hire somebody else. But long story short, that was the drama. And to get back to the original topic, I do understand that tension beforehand, where you're kind of like, are we going to do this or not? Who's going to make the first move? What do you even say to get into that?
I know. Do you make the first move if you're in that situation at all?
I never,
like old school.
Here's I'm super old school. I never make the first move.
Gotcha.
When it comes to kissing, I typically, other than one guy, I've always had the guy kiss me first.
Really?
I like for them to make the move, but I will say this: when we actually like get physical, because I don't have sex with everybody I kiss.
Right.
So that's just my thing. But I don't. After we get physical, I'm kind of like, I'll make the move.
Gotcha.
We're already
done it. We already there. We're done here.
We're
done here. We know that you want this, so
there's no need to play coy. I'm like, all right, it's time. Like that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So there's not coy. I still dress up, I'll still get the lingerie. I'll still get toys, oils, put on a show a bit. But for the most part, I'm like, it's dick time. Like, what's good?
That is dick time. I'm gonna get you a clock that says that. It's dick time.
I want a little bell that I can ring. Dick time.
No, it's dick time.
Dick in the morning, dick in the evening.
Oh my God, I can't. No, it's just so weird to me. Because there's like this thing trending in Japan, especially because guys are more beta now over there, especially even more than here. A lot of the younger men are more beta now, and there's a scientific study on this right now. Of course, I would bring science into this, right? So they're doing this study where back in the day before wars and stuff were happening, women had like the threshold of everything, like made the decisions in the household and all of that too. And I'm not talking about the courts and the kings and things like that. I'm talking like peasants and all of that stuff, like because they were in charge of the home. So there was a lot of decision making for the females, and now that's starting to happen again in the younger generations, where the females, especially in like Asian countries, the females are planning the dates. They're planning the whole thing. Yes, girl.
I wonder how that ends up translating, because I don't mind that. Because I have a guy I'm seeing right now, and we do a back and forth thing where you'll plan a date, I'll plan a date. You'll plan a date.
But see, you're still breaking it up though. But I'm saying like they're doing it
like
completely
the whole thing the whole time.
And here's the part, and they're assuming the financial position as well. That's what I'm saying.
Again, how does that translate into the bedroom? Because I'm like,
I don't know.
Do you feel like you're really being taken over by a man? Because and ladies, you can let us know differently in the inbox or comments, but for the most part, I know most women, and this is not going into a rape fantasy, so no one take it that far, please, any sickos listening, but most of us like for a man to take us to a certain extent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And have certain amounts of control.
Yeah, certain amount of control, the right amount of assertiveness. There's just a perfect little cocktail of
see, that's the thing though, but I know some women who are completely opposite of that. Like,
I'm talking about the majority of them. I think the majority, like 70 to 80% of women, that's why those novels sell. That's why
those dumbass novels.
Girl, them stupid ass novels. That badass writing.
Have you guys ever read one of those novels? Like, girl, I used to sell them.
I barely made it through the second 50 Shades of Grey because I couldn't get over the writing. I was like, this writing is so bad.
So terrible. Like, because when I worked at the BX, I was in charge of the bookmark too. So I would sell so many romance novels, and I picked one up one time just to see what it looked like inside. I could never read that whole thing. Never. I read like 2 pages and I was done. And it's not like, because they're not graphic in any way. It's just like innuendos and like some strong words and descriptions, but nothing like there's no serious, you know, there's like it's the words are like, and he grappled at her breast. Like, it's not like, you know,
what makes that funny though is all of the SAT words they decide to use to describe sex really is just not how it ends up going down.
No.
I'm the guy and we're about to take it there and I'm like, boy, you better grapple these breasts. You better yeah, no.
Snatch him up like D did. Just
oh my God. If there was ever a confirmation that he was gay, it was how he tried to
grab a breast. He took him off. He closed him all the way. If you ask a straight guy to do it, they'll go like this. Right. D said all the way down, clamp down.
And clamp down and pull. But yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because that is I think that tension you were talking about before you cross that threshold is hella awkward sometimes.
It is, right? It is. We're going to come back and I'm going to talk about mine with Rob because that was weird. We'll come back.
Story time.
And we're back.
We're back after I spilled that good hot tea.
I'm sorry, you guys. I got all the teas. It's not for you.
Yeah, I had to get that real. So look, in conclusion, niggas ain't shit.
Not in conclusion.
No, just kidding.
No, like it's a weird thing. You gotta be careful. That's a good story though, what she told me, because there's, like Rob said just now, guys have enough blood flow for one head at a time. So
for one. So I've never been happier that I didn't sleep with someone, especially if he was as good as she was bragging about. I would have been out here strung out too.
That's how some females and stuff, even males, get caught up in ain't shit people because they so good. Yeah, you can't.
But so good, and he ain't shit.
You can't let that dictate your life, though.
Right.
You know,
a lot of people can't separate it though, and it's hard to, especially when your emotions are involved or there's spiritually something's involved. Because I definitely believe in those soul ties too. That is really rough, but that's also why I believe you just shouldn't be having sex with just anybody. Not because I'm a prude. I'm like, do what you want with your body. Yes.
Right.
Just be smarter.
You have to be cognizant of everything that you're doing, because not everybody is on your side, even if they make it sound like it. Because listen, I know this is super cliche, but a lot of people still say whatever they can to get you into bed. Like it's not new. It's not new under the sun. It's been happening for like thousands of years.
They'll say all type of stuff while you
anything,
and then act completely different afterwards. So
they act like, some people won't even give you your real name.
Well,
that's happened to my friend. She was like, that's not his name. I was like, yes, it is. And she was like, that's not what he told me. I was like, you better check again, because
you up here fucking a whole stranger.
You know, fucking a whole other nigga. That was not his name. Listen, you really did. I did background checks. I was telling my medium child this, and like Rob knows about it now, but I did a whole ass like background check before I started dating Rob. I knew he had a kid. I knew his ex-wife's name. I knew his parents' name, his brother's name. I knew where he lived, where he had lived, and all of that. I was acting nonchalant the first year. Well, he told me all the stories. I knew all about it. Look at him. He just raised an
Not
eyebrow.
crazy at all. Blink twice, Rob.
She
If you
said,
need
"Blink
help.
twice, Rob, if you need help." he's, he's doing fine. No, you didn't blink twice. I hate you so much.
Y'all gotta watch that moment on YouTube. That was
No,
good.
he blinked
I gotta
twice.
go back, Rob.
Go away, Rob.
Rob got some nice eyes, by the way. Okay, CJ.
He does. He has pretty eyes,
He
right?
got some nice peepers. I was like, ooh.
I know. Look, Rob's gonna be listening to that next Friday and be like, "Yes, me. Yes, me."
He's gonna be feeling real good about himself. I get all of them.
Yeah. No, for real though. Like, I think a lot of people forget that. Yeah, it's different when you have sex with people who you have a connection with than not anything with. Like, and then I know some people can't separate. Like, there are people who can separate that shit out. Namely, the Spotsvilles. I'm just gonna put it out there.
There are. I've had maybe 2 moments in my life where I've done a really good job being like, you know what, that was what it was.
Yes.
Let me leave that alone and not get over emotional wrapped up in it.
I think
I was fine afterwards.
I think mine was that I didn't start off having boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I was backwards. I started having friends with benefits first. So I never had like a dating situation happen till later on. I think my first boyfriend was like, I want to say like 18 or 19. You know what I mean? So until then, it was just like not dating, but doing things. So I think that's where my separation came in. Like, I could separate shit like that. But at the same time, I think we talked about it last week, but like I still couldn't like go down on guys I didn't like. It was like, it's that there's got to be some kind of connection. And I don't think those females who think like that girl who thinks he's a sex god, she doesn't understand that there's more to it than just the physical portion. Because once that fades and he's not available for that, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do with that? Like, it's unbelievably like hard if you can't have conversations or have a good time without that sexual stuff involved too.
It is, and I think that's rough to say, like, because I'm the type of person, like we discussed on our little break, I have experienced it a lot with very few people. So, well versed in different sexcapades, but I don't have a long track.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with people who do, because I'm not about that shaming.
Better not be.
I'm not about that shaming shit. I'm just
no. I think to each their own, really. Whatever fits your lifestyle.
But with that being said, I just try to be careful, because I know if I do decide to bed someone.
Not to bed someone. What is this, 1922?
Yeah, you want it, like you said, to be someone you like, someone the chemistry is right with. That way, at the end of the day, it's a good experience. I don't feel like women have enough good experiences. I don't feel like women get enough orgasms. And I'm sorry, life is too short for you to be faking shit. And I mean,
listen. I need all the females that are listening to our podcast right now to make a promise to themselves. Stop faking orgasms. Period. Stop. Repeat it. Stop faking orgasms. 1, it's not good for your fucking well-being, because you have to pretend that you're happy. 2, you are giving these niggas unconscious fucking blow-ups of their fucking ego. Stop it. Just stop. Like the female body doesn't work that way. Sometimes it needs more than just insertion for it to orgasm. That's just like it's the way our body is made. It has nothing to do with the guy. It's just that don't lie about it.
Oh yeah, and then guys are quick, because a friend of mine told me a guy told her something along the lines of, well, I've never heard that complaint before, or nobody else seems to have a problem, or whatever. And I'm just like, what does that mean?
It just means that nobody else was like worthy enough to tell you that you ain't doing shit right.
Right. And I'm just like, and then there's a way to do it. So maybe we can talk about that on a different episode. Mm-hmm. There's just a way to guide and lead people. And I feel like if the person cares about you enough and your pleasure in that moment enough, you'll adjust and you won't feel like wrong for needing what you need, especially since 9 times out of 10, a guy is going to get his. So there's that.
What is that about? Why is it so much easier? I don't understand. I just like spilled tea on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're okay with that and not finishing off people. Like, that used to make me really mad.
If I was a guy that I would not want to pride myself in there, I'd probably be one of the guys where it's like, I need to get you off at least once or twice before my dick goes in you.
Yep.
And then we can finish off that way, so I can say at least I did
my part.
You know what I mean? That way I'm not just thinking, okay, I did enough.
Because here's the thing, like, no matter how you put it, I'm not going to say for all females, but most females take a lot longer to like get to the point of orgasm. It's not like 3 minutes, a lot longer. Quickies are great, but it's not always going to end in orgasms for us. It's a great thing.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I've had times where I've been with somebody and these have been like relationship or marriage thing where it's like, you're probably going to get yours. I am just enjoying being close to you right now.
Right.
Experience.
That's what I mean about the mental stuff too, needing to be there.
Right. And it's like, and that's okay, because I know the majority of the time you handle your business. Mm-hmm. So that's fine. Or sometimes that might just be what I want. Like, yeah, get off. Use me to get off. That might be something that I like the power in saying I did that. Mm-hmm. And that's okay too. But as long as I feel like the most part, if you're being taken care of the majority of the time, you're fine. But if you're not, fine. And you're with some partner where they're just getting there.
But that's what I'm saying. Imagine doing that with somebody you're not emotionally and like connected with, because it would feel totally different. It would feel like you would be
like a mess
and dirty. Like, I'm speaking for myself, obviously, but I feel like if there's no mental connection, and that was always the case, and it was always a quickie and always him getting off only, and you're not getting your part, then what's the point? Why are you having sex with them? If you're listening and you're having sex with somebody that is not giving you any kind of pleasure all the way through, I'm talking male and female. What are you doing with them?
Right.
For what?
Especially like you said, chemistry. Like, I like people I can laugh with.
You know?
Like, I'll talk to you about this other guy.
I saw your eyes roll back and come back. Yes, I did. I saw you like mentally open a file but put it back because we were on recording.
I was opening it up, then I was like, because I tell the different guys I'm dating about the podcast, and I don't want
them listening.
No one talking about him, but he's probably the one that makes me smile like this.
Oh, we can see your smile. If you're not watching, you can see Brandi smile because she's smiling like a stupid person right now. I don't know what's happening. But no, for real, like that whole tension thing is so important too, because you know what? And guys that you don't have sexual tension with, the sex is not going to be good.
No.
I will say that right now.
You gotta feel that energy and that spark.
Yes.
I know it sounds so tacky, but
no, it's
you know it.
Like, even now, I know if our little kiss is gonna end up in bed doing it or just a kiss getting that. I can tell.
Girl, them kisses are important. Can we do a whole episode on kissing, please?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Just a whole episode.
Just a whole episode. Stop eating our faces.
Make or break, baby.
I remember this one guy who used to eat my face, and I was like, I can't. We have got to stop doing this, because you take like my chin and just like, I was like, my lips are right here, just right here. Just right here. Down here, down here,
right here.
Like, it's not. It wasn't like he was like kissing all over me. It was just like he was making out with my mouth, but like slobber. Like, it was just too much. It was just no slobbering. No, thank you. I'm good. I feel like there's kissing like tutorials. Like,
we're gonna have an episode about it. But let's wrap this up because it's 12 o'clock, bitch. You already know.
Girl, we gotta go. I gotta go to bed after this as well. So anyway, if you've enjoyed our SexAngl thus far, make sure that you subscribe to one of our podcast platforms. We're on everything, and this show comes out every Friday around 7 p.m. I say around because sometimes I'll be forgetting on Fridays. So 7-ish. 7-ish, 8-ish.
That's Black people time. Just right. Just check it out.
But it's for grown and sexy folks, so make sure you're wearing headphones if you got little kids around. Or just don't play it at work, okay? Not out loud. You don't want people talking about dicks and sex all the time. And anyways, and if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like and comment below. Hit that notification bell so you can get all of our episodes. We have 3 episodes now. The Triangle on Thursdays at 12 Central. The News Angles on Mondays at 9 a.m. Central. And this, the kind of 7 o'clock-ish, 8 o'clock-ish SexAngl on Friday nights. So,
Friday-ish, whatever.
so enjoy. We shall catch you later. If you're Black, stay Black. If you're not, support POCs and allies unite. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.